And now we'll shift gears a bit for one of our newest segments on the show, Blade to Greatness, where we hear from a retail industry leader who shares their insights and wisdom on how to excel in this industry. In this segment, we learn about the essential skills and qualities that every retail executive needs to lead their teams and their business to success. Whether we're talking about the corporate office or stores, we'll uncover valuable tips and advice that you can apply to your own retail career path.
Today, we're speaking with April Sabral, founder of retailu.ca, an online leadership development portal for field leaders, and also the author of 2 books, The Positive Effect and her latest, Incurable Positivity. After 3 decades running stores, working for brands such as Starbucks, Banana Republic, Apple, Holt Renfrew, and DavidsTea, April transitioned into coaching and training after seeing an impact of leadership firsthand on the retail business. Her current clients include brands such as Jimmy Choo, L'Oreal, Victoria's Secret, David's Bridal, and more.
Today, she's here to talk with us about one of the most important traits every retail leader needs to understand: why having a positive mindset is an advantage in growing your business.
Welcome, April.
Hi, nice to see you both. Okay, why is it important to have a positive mindset in business, specifically in retail? I mean, all businesses. But, what I've learned over the years is when I would take over teams and go into situations, whether the company was in turmoil, I don't know why I always got given teams and situations where the company was in turmoil and sales, and we had to turn it around and find talent, right, to make sure that we were building that business. Mindset is so important because if you go into any situation you just think about in your life where you're just looking at everything that's going wrong, negative, it's going to translate into your reality. And so when you show up and you're leading a team and you have a positive mindset and you're thinking positively, you're thinking in a solution-based approach, and that influences everybody on your team. We know that we feel good when we're around people that have positive energy, right? Like everybody does. You're always feeling better. And so specifically in business, it's important. It transfers into your customer experience. It transfers into your employee experience. And it's just the way that you get up and show up every day. We have 6,000 thoughts a day and 80% of them are negative. And so we're all fighting that. That's a statistic. Yeah, it's from the National Science Foundation. So knowing that we get up and we think about that and think negatively all day, we have to really fight against that. And so it's practices that you have to put in place to have that positive mindset. But that positive mindset goes a long way. You can't build a retail chain, retail stores without a team of people, right? And nobody wants to work with anybody that's really negative and complaining all day. It's just not fun. It's not a fun environment. So holding on to a positive mindset could be one of the most important things you actually do beyond everything else. I truly believe that. And I've seen it. I've seen what positive thinking, positive mindset has done in my own career, in my own business with the team that I had to turn around, because retail is a hard business. It's a hard business. It's not easy.
Yeah. And it's, even if you think of it from a customer's point of view, right? When you walk into a place, I think you can tell the difference, right? You can see this is a place where everyone has a positive attitude, has a positive mind frame. And I think it's, to you as the consumer, as the customer, it shows in how people engage with you.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Because we want everybody to be lifted, to have a good experience, to want to come back. Nobody really remembers what you've said to them, but everybody always remembers how you made them feel, right? And so that's an energy thing, and it comes from a positive mindset because your thoughts create your reality, create how you feel, create the beliefs that you have, create how you interact with people. It always starts with the thought. So yeah, I mean, if somebody comes in and you're just complaining about everything, how's that customer going to feel? And there's a lot of people that just are naturally wired that way, right? So I work with leaders now. So specifically, if you're going to lead a team of people, whether that's a store manager, a district manager, a regional director, or an executive, you influence those around you. So it is really important that you have a positive mindset every day and think about what you can do, not what you can't do.
Negativity is contagious. It's a phrase that I've used throughout my career called sewered. Like, you can't sewer everyone. Like, if you're having a bad day, it's okay.
Yeah.
Just take the moment because you're going to bring the whole team down. How do you see about helping? What's your biggest trick to go in and change that energy? Because it is something sometimes you need to change in a week, in a day.
I mean, showing up yourself as that positive force and actually recognizing all the wins, right? There's so many situations that we walk into life and it's just a perspective shift. So we could look at everything that's not working in the world today, or we could look at everything that is. And so it's just a choice of where you put your focus and attention. So a lot of times when I'll go into a business, especially working with teams in the stores, I'll just really find what's going well and then build that momentum on it so that we can get that train going to be in a positive direction, because there's always something you can celebrate, right? Could be something small, but there's always something you can celebrate. So it's just shifting that perspective. Recognition programs, so I think they're really good. It's just where you choose to put your focus and attention. So when you're going into your day, think about if you can find 3 things to celebrate today and give yourself a pat on the back. And most of the times, the way we talk to ourselves, we would never talk to our teams that way. We just wouldn't, right? So sometimes it's like really literally just listening to what you're saying to yourself and going, would I actually talk to somebody else this way? Probably not. So in the book, Incurable Positivity, I talk about the whole practice of releasing, reaching, and reframing your thoughts so that you can actually walk in, because it's a practice. You have to really pay attention to it.
Yeah, you have to choose.
That's right. Yeah. Well, April, thanks so much for sharing this valuable insight that you started out saying. I think every retail leader in any business, honestly, really needs to pay attention to and focus on how they're driving that positive mindset for the entire team.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing it with us.
Thanks, April.
Thank you.